Hi Mum and Mom. This little episode is going to be about cooking and how we do it in the Aussie bush. You might know that Australia is famous for damper, and I have learned that damper is basically scone dough which you cook when you're out camping, usually over a fire, but we're not big on fires, so we're going to use the camp oven on the gas stove. So I cut in some milk to my premix, which is just a classic scone dough mix. I have sprayed a pot with spray and cough. Now my mum taught me that when you cut stuff into some scone dough, you mustn't pummel it too much. So I have made a very rough, like big scone, which I'm going to score because I'm too lazy to make individual scones. And you might be wondering why I do this when I'm out camping. The thing is, it's difficult to get fresh bread when you're in the middle of nowhere. So this is now ready, and I'm not going to eat it raw, although it is tasty raw anyway. This is what's called a spun steel camp oven. It's called a baduri, and I love it. It's very, very thick steel. You can heat it up dry, you can put it over the stove, you can do it over gas. One thing to remember is that it is super hot, so never touch it. I've been heating this up on the gas stove for a bit, and it's really boiling. And you can see inside I have got a trivet which I've covered with a couple of layers of tin foil so that I can attempt not to burn the bottom of the scones. And now you can see why I use this thing, because I can use the arms. I just drop it in, the blazing hot lid over the top. I turn the gas to low and I set the timer to 30 minutes. So Johan and I are planning to do a kind of a 2 to 3 month tour of Queensland next year, and in a couple of years time, maybe even less, we want to circumnavigate the whole of Australia. So I've been trying to learn to cook full stop. Angie, I need your help here. But also trying to learn to cook nutritious meals that are easy to make. And here's one that I found on YouTube. So we take some chopped up chicken, and I usually try and cook enough for a couple of meals because I'm not really great at cooking. And you might recognize this. We don't get it in Australia. I got this from the South Africa shop. So brown onion soup, because onions are a pain to chop, especially if you're me, they make me cry. And we coat the chicken in brown onion soup to give it a good flavor. We've got the same camp oven that I cooked the damper in, but I'm cooking this in. It's black because the steel has been heated so many times, not black because it's dirty. So, Mom, I'm not measuring. I'm putting in a squirt, generous squirt of olive oil, and I'm going to brown my coated chicken. And when that's browned, I'm going to chuck in a can of apricot halves. Apricot chicken.